Hey, what's up everyone? It's Assad here with 52 Cards. Hope you all are doing really well. In today's video, I've got a really great contribution from a guy named Pigcake. He's another YouTuber here on the platform. He's got a channel about magic and comedy and cool stuff like that. And he sent me this email saying, hey, I've got this really cool trick that I would love to teach on 52 Cards and to all of the students at the 52 Cards channel. So I checked out the video, and yeah, it's a really strong multi-phase sandwich effect, which I think you all will really like. So I'm gonna let Pigcake take it away, and I hope you enjoy. See ya.
Hey guys, 52 Cards here with another crazy card trick tutorial. That was actually a prank. I'm not 52 Cards, I'm Pigcake. I do magic as well. I'm into the dark arts. So for some reason or another, I've been allowed to show you guys a card trick that you too could do with a regulation deck of United States playing cards. Oh boy, I'm so excited. I can't wait to see what's inside. So let's just get right into the trick, which actually doesn't involve a lot of work on my end. So for this trick, we're going to employ the use of one of these fancy shuffles you see done by all the kids on Instagram to find the two jokers that we desperately need to do this trick. That's right. They're going to do all the work, but I'm going to get all the credit. So you hand these jokers out to a spectator to examine. Hopefully they have clean hands because these are very expensive cards. But once you take them back, they're going to pick any card they want in the deck. And in this case, they pick the 4 of clubs. Now, of course, I don't know this because I'm on stuff. So this is the card they pick, and this is going to be the target of the card trick. So this card is lost somewhere in the middle of the deck, never to be seen ever again, unless the jokers have anything to say about it, because believe it or not, these jokers are actually going to help me find your card. All we need to do is put these cards on top of the deck, give a magical snap, and that does absolutely nothing. However, we actually get a card now between the jokers. That card wasn't there before. You don't think that's it's the 4 of, it's your card. But I know what you're thinking. Can he do that again? And the answer is yes. Yes, I can do that again. But I'm not going to do it again because you didn't ask nicely. JK, I'll do it. I'll do it for you guys. So we're actually going to take the jokers. We're going to take your card, and we're going to do this one last time. But this time, visually, as the card jumps between the jokers, thus showing that anything is possible when you do card tricks. Anything is possible. Hey guys, Jake from State Farm here. I'm sure you guys want to learn how to do that card trick, so I'm going to show you how to do that particular card trick. Now, there's a great trick in the market by Bill Goldman called Monkey in the Middle. It's a phenomenal card trick. However, it uses gaffs. What it allows you to do is to show the jokers very cleanly on top of the deck, just like this. And anytime you snap your fingers, you can actually get their card to jump between the jokers without doing any one of these fancy sandwich moves. So this is my answer to that particular trick, however, using ordinary cards. So you could use any jokers you find from any regulation deck of United States playing cards. If you guys are from anywhere else other than the United States, you're going to have a hard time. That's a joke. You could use any deck, but we're going to use the jokers for this particular trick, and the jokers start up on top, and from here you could produce the jokers in whatever way you want. You could do one of these Instagram shuffles you see the kids do and show the fact that you managed to find the jokers, or you could do it like a human, which would be like this. You say, hey, we're going to use the jokers for this trick, however it is that you guys want to do it. But you're going to put the jokers on top of the deck. You're going to spread the cards and have any card selected. In this case, we'll use the 8 of spades. Now, while the spectator's looking at their card, you're going to do a little bit of the dirty work. You're going to do the dirty work here, as they say in the business. You're going to get a break below the jokers. You do it however it is that you want. Because they're distracted with their card, you could literally get this break in whatever way you want. You could spread and re-get your break that way. You could do a little bit of a pinky pull-down action if you want. You could do whatever action you need to do to get a break underneath those jokers while the spectator is distracted looking at their card, because we're going to do the depth illusion, the Divernon depth illusion, often given to Marlowe. However, it's a Divernon move, so we're going to do the hot depth illusion here. And the way we get prepared for that is that from our pinky break, we put pressure with the pinky to give a little bit of a gap right there in the crotch of the left thumb. You notice that there's going to be a little bit of a gap there. So when we retrieve the card from the spectators from their the dirty hands, what's going to happen is that we're going to employ the use of the depth illusion as taught here, actually, as taught on this particular channel. Yeah, look at you guys, man. You guys get all the good stuff here. But if you want other stuff, you should check out my channel. So this card gets inserted into the gap. However, from the front, there's the perfect illusion that that card's going into the middle of the deck. Oh boy, I'm so excited. So you're doing these subtleties here. We're using the corner, the upper right corner of the card to poke some cards in the middle. And then you insert that card between the break. Another hot tip here is that you bend up on the card. From the front, when you bend up, it gives more of the illusion that that card is going somewhere directly in the middle as opposed to third from the top, which is where it's going now. So we're going to bend up on the cards. We're going to push that card in. And here, this particular moment is optional. However, what I like doing is pushing up a little bit so I could get a break underneath that third card from the top of the deck that I just put, so that when I square up, I could show the two jokers and I already have a break because I'm going to need a break. So I'm saving time for future Pigcake. Man. So that's the move right here. So one more time, we have a card selected. We're going to do the divergent depth illusion. Optional at this point, if you want, you could push up on the card to get your pinky right there below it, so that now when you show the jokers, then to be free of any sort of guile, you already have your break and you're prepared for the next move, which is the move that I like to call monkey on top. This is the monkey on top move. The original trick is called monkey in the middle. Because I'm clever, I call this monkey on top. So you're going to do this particular move. So you're going to show the two jokers and you're going to turn them face down on top of the deck. Now remember that you do have a break below that third card from the top of the deck, which at that point was optional. If you want, you could just do the tilt at that point, show the jokers, show that there's nothing wrong with the deck, and while you're showing the jokers, you could get a break right there again. However, I like doing it before to save time for this particular moment. So what you're going to do is that you're going to show the two jokers, you're going to turn them face down on top of that break, you're going to snap your fingers, say whatever joke you want, but you're going to pick up the jokers in this sort of way. I like to take it between my forefinger and my thumb of the right hand and use the middle finger to turn it over just like this. I know it's a little bit of a touch here, but what this does is that this frees your fingers up here in the bottom for the sneaky action that's about to take place, because you're going to do something dirty here. But even though it's a very, very overt move, it's covered by the actions of turning over the cards. So you're going to see how it looks like in a bit. This is what the move looks like, by the way. That is what the move looks like. However, you notice the very discrepant move. It shouldn't be that way, but it flies by each and every single time because of the wonderful illusion. So we're going to use our fingertips. We're going to insert it into the break. We're going to insert our fingertips into the break. We're going to use our thumb to put pressure on this card as we slide this card underneath towards the right. What this is going to do, you notice that I'm using this card underneath to lever over and turn over the joker on top of the deck. So one more time, my dirty little fingers are getting inserted into the break. I'm moving everything to the right. However, with my thumb, I'm putting pressure on that top card so that when I separate these two cards, I could use that middle card to turn over the joker on top of the deck and show that now there's a card between the joker that was not there before. Oh yeah. But don't worry, I'm going to do the move here in super Michael Mar, LNL Publishing, 1990 slow motion. Here we go. Yeah, boy, look at that production quality. So now you have their card between the jokers that were very cleanly shown beforehand not to have anything between them, which is a very powerful moment in this trick, and I really enjoy this. However, you're going to have to do it again because spectators are going to say, wait, do it again, and here you could kill them with the second phase of this routine. So let's go over this one more time. Two jokers on top, snap your fingers. One card magically appears between the jokers. That's right, your card, the 8 of spades, sir. What a wonderful world we live in. Let's wait for this to get. Yeah, there you go. Okay, focus. So now, while you're showing this card to the spectator, you're getting a pinky break below this X card on top of the deck. This card doesn't matter. However, we're going to use it in a little bit of a sandwich switch on the offbeat here. So they're astonished by this moment. They're freaking out, hopefully running, which is going to allow you to square these 3 cards up with the rest of the deck. And your pinky is now having a break right there below the 4th card of the deck naturally. So now you're going to do the classic sandwich move. So you're going to pick up all 4 cards. You're going to use your thumb to peel off this joker on top of the deck, making sure that you're keeping a break. That's very important. Again, we're saving time for later. We're going to peel off this next card on top of the deck, which is in fact the card they picked. And now we're going to place this card on top. However, my internal dialogue is, whoops, that card should actually be outjogged. So I'm going to outjog that card. That is my internal dialogue. However, I'm not saying that out loud. So in my head, I'm just thinking, oh, whoops, that card should have been outjogged, which is going to allow me to do that move, which is going to facilitate and actually accomplish the switch. So one more time, you show the jokers, you're getting a break below this card in the top of the deck. You show the jokers here with their card. This is on the offbeat. You're going to square everything up with the deck. Now you're going to do the traditional sandwich move. So you're picking up all these cards as one, thumbing off this first joker, keeping a break. Then you're thumbing off their card. Then you're putting this card on top. Oh, whoops, that card should have been outjogged. Let me just do this. So for this, all I'm doing is that I'm peeling back on the top joker. I'm using these fingertips to push forward. And now this card, which they assume to be their card, is actually the card that we're switched in. Are you excited? I'm excited. So now when we take this card and put it in the middle of the deck anywhere we want, guess what? They think that's their card. Really, it's the card that we switched. So at this point, you could pick up the joker. So now you're picking up 3 cards as 2. And you're using your fingertips down here to peel off this joker on top of the deck because you're going to do a very visual pop-up move in a little bit. But you need to regrip. So the way we do that, we use the fingertips. We peel off the bottom card. We're going to use our thumb to plant on that joker, making sure that the cards don't spread. We're going to come in with our right hand on the side here. And the action of the pop-up move is going to be this. That's going to be the action. That's all we're going to do. However, with a little bit of force, it looks like that card shoots out. And again, all I'm doing there is that I'm spreading my fingers. That's all that's happening. I'm using my fingers on the bottom to just pop that card into view. However, when you do that from this angle, it just looks like that card pops into existence, which is exactly what we want for this particular trick. And if you practice the move enough, you actually get that card to outjog, so it looks like it appears in this space. It doesn't look like it appears in this space, hiding underneath the joker. It looks like it appears in the space that's created out here where this card was moments ago, which is exactly what you want to go for. So all I'm doing there, one more time, I'm using my thumb to put pressure here on the front of the card, and I'm using my middle finger to push up on the card, which is going to cause that pop. So that's what you want to have for this particular method. Now, remember that you have a pinky break below these 3 cards. So you pick them up, you separate the bottom card, you're going to regrip so your hand could come in, and you're going to have to do 2 actions at once here. Your pinky of your left hand is going to come around back. This is optional. However, I've noticed that when squeezing this card into the deck, what tends to happen is that cards shoot out the back of the deck, and that gets prevented by the pinky. However, if you have a light touch when you're inserting this card in the middle of the deck, you're not going to need to put your pinky there. But I just do it as a safety mechanism to make sure that I don't produce not only a card here, but also produce 3 or 4 cards from the back of the deck. So just a little bit of a touch there after messing this up more times than I'm willing to admit. So remember, we regripped. This pinky is now in the back, making sure that these cards are square. Your forefinger is going to come in and square this card with the deck as you do the pop-up move. What that's going to accomplish is that when you squeeze this card in the middle of the deck, as you do the pop-up move with the right hand, you have this very visual moment where it just looks like that card goes into the deck and pops up from between the jokers. So done at speed, it should just look like that card jumps between the jokers visually and provides a nice little bit of a visual ending for this particular trick. So that is Monkey on top of the deck, a nice little impromptu version of this classic Bill Goldman plot, which I enjoy very much. However, oftentimes you don't carry the gimmicks, oftentimes you forget the gimmicks, so this is just a way of doing it with 2 ordinary jokers and having a little bit of a visual moment at the end there where you're able to do the trick again, apparently at their request. So I hope you guys enjoyed that. Make sure to hit up my channel if you guys want more of these quality stuff. I do reviews, tutorials, things like that. I honestly want to say thank you to Assad. Thank you so much. Jokes aside, it's a wonderful opportunity that you gave me to teach this trick on your channel, and I am eternally grateful to you, sir. So thank you very much. I'm going to go figure out different ways to use sandals as an umbrella. I'm gonna go do that.